Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I have missed you guys so much, and I know it is reciprocable. I'm sorry, I just love that word and I just messed it up so much. But anyhow guys, today is going to be different. I am going to be telling you guys about this past life experience that I went through. Now, you do know that we all reincarnate, right? So we're the same voice inside your head, just keep switching meat suits, like avatars, kind of, right? So I was doing some spiritual work because if you know me, you guys are y'all know how I am. I am up on my spiritual work, my shadow work, awareness of self, sense of self, all of that, right? Definitely in the etheric realm. So I was going through some stuff over here in the physical world, right? I needed answers, healing. I needed clarity for a lot of stuff, right? And if you guys hear my son, that's just my son, right? So I needed clarity, guys. I needed healing. And of course, I'm down with past life regressions. You guys know not only do I study it, but I also use it for a tool myself. And what I have learned was, first of all, just like anything over here in the physical realm, you have to go in it with intention, right? So if you set your intentions before you step in it, you are sure to get what you're looking for, plus more. If you do not believe me, just don't believe me, that's on you. But listen, let me tell you guys about my experience, right? So I was going through stuff in life, right? And I'm like, I just needed some answers. I was literally in a, I'm not going to say I was stagnant, but I'm not going to say complacent. What was I? I'll come back, put a pin there, because I can't even think of the word right now. And to be honest, you guys, I am so nervous to tell this story, right? Because the same five senses that we use as humans, I got gum in my mouth. So if it sounds like I got a lisp, I don't. But I'm not trying to be chewing in your faces either. But so guys, I was just going through stuff, spiritually and mentally. My physical life was, I'm not gonna lie, it was not good. I was going through it, right? So I went in with intentions this time when I went to go through this past life regression. I went in 4 times through this past life regression stage, and the first 3 times I just went in to play with it, to play with spirit, and to get my feet wet and, you know, try to get my understanding, because my mother's always told me, Alicia, no matter what you get in life, you get an understanding. So that stuck with me. And so battling whatever I'm battling in this physical realm, I went in the 4th time with intention. I went in with notes that I wanted to know, questions that I wanted to know. I jotted it down. Questions that I needed answer to, experiences that I forgot about, and most of all, how does it compare my old life to this life now that I'm living as Alicia? And you guys, the 5 senses that we use, seeing, smelling, tasting, and touching, and hearing, those senses ignite so much. And to be honest, we have way more than 5 senses. That's another story for another day. Okay, so listen. So I'm sitting back and I'm like, okay, I'm going in with intention this time. So I sit there and I place myself where I need to be, and I ground myself. And you guys, the lady that was giving me the past life regression, voice is so soft, spoke so beautifully, right? Because you have to be relaxed going into a state like that. And a lot of people think it's hypnosis. Kind of is and it kind of isn't, because you're still aware. You know, you're more aware of your awareness. So, and then in a hypnosis state, you are kind of controlled by that person that's hypnotizing you. So they're 2 different things, but they're in the same family. So as I begin to seek this position that I was in my physical world, the lady voice led me to a place. You guys, my hands are sweating. The first thing she said was, well, she said a lot more. She was getting me into like a somnambulistic state of mind, where you block out the conscious and bring forth the subconscious. So the first question that she said, now, I want you to Picture yourself in your home right now. As soon as she snapped her finger, you guys, I literally was sitting on a toilet. I smelled pancakes and bacon. And the lady that was walking me through the regression, she said, now, wherever you are, if you have a mirror in the room, look at yourself. If you can see yourself, look down at your hands and tell me what color your hands are. Tell me what nationality you are. Tell me what race you are. Tell me what shoes you have on your feet. What kind of clothes are you wearing? So when you're in a past life regression session, it goes like that, right? And so when she began to ask me what I look like, what did my hands reflect my race being, I remember myself getting up off the toilet. I had on a blue sweatshirt with some blue checker with white and red pajama pants. Again, I smelled the food. That was the first sense that I used over there in the etheric realm. I looked into the mirror and I seen a white man. A nice looking white man too, because he was me. He was really nice looking, I cannot lie. And you guys, I touched my face like this. And the same voice that's inside of my head was the same voice inside of that person's head. And it's just like I'm feeling my face now, I was physically feeling my face then. I'm not new to the spirit world, so it didn't scare me or anything. I went into this with intention and I wasn't coming out without my answers. So I felt my face. I looked up like, oh my stars. So I'm not trying to let my mind wander, and I'm trying to stay focused. But I felt me being present inside of Chris' body. So as I began to open the bathroom door, you guys, this apartment was way nicer than anything that Alicia's ever lived in this world, right? I see a lot of similarities with me and Chris. I am Chris. He does shit that I just couldn't do. He's just so ambitious. He's so smart. He pushes himself out there. He's just him unapologetically, as a matter of fact, right? And so as I opened the door to my right hand side in the kitchen, I seen a white lady. Her name was Melissa. And in the etheric realm, they don't speak. Everything is telepathically, and the messages just come to you, and you just know. So her name was Melissa. Melissa was the most beautiful woman I have ever seen in that world and in this world, living as Chris and as Alicia. So Melissa stood there. In her description, she had dark bangs and really dark hair. She had a cream color shirt on that was like mid-length to her waist, and she had black tights on, and she had a smile on her face. This is what I'm gathering initially. Remember, I went in with intentions, so I'm trying to literally get to the point. But there's steps you have to take, because with anything, you have to crawl before you walk, right? Even if you jump right in it, you still have to crawl before you walk. That's with anything. And so I noticed her standing there. I noticed her presence, and clearly she was making breakfast for us or whatever. And then the next question, the next scene that I witnessed was me going into the room, me as Chris going into the room. I grabbed a briefcase. I came out. I had on this bomb suit. I mean, I looked, oh my God, so darn good to be a white guy, right? So as I walk up out of the house, now since I'm sitting here as Alicia, I can put more context into it. Okay, so as I walked up out the house, I did not ask, I didn't speak to Melissa. I didn't speak to her. I didn't ask her how she was doing. Didn't give her a hug, kiss, no emotion, no conversation, no nothing. But my awareness and my spirit was aware and present that she was present for me. So I know that we were something. Come to find out now, Melissa was my girlfriend. We was not married and we did not have children. Melissa was my girlfriend. So boom, I'm coming out of the apartment with my briefcase and my suit. The next scene I see is I'm in a oval office, and behind me I see the letters lowercase a blue, M was green, and the C was orange. So I don't know what that means, how it correlates to over here. I have not dove that deep yet. But So I knew that I had my business going. I knew that I had some about myself. I just knew I was that shit, like literally. So, my next experience, the lady said, now place yourself in place yourself I'm trying, you guys. Place yourself in a room that you feel the most tension over there in that life and in that world. So as soon as she snapped her fingers, I instantly seen these green walls. Now, we used to get whoopings when we were younger. I don't know about any of you guys, but my mama didn't play with the belt, and she had this ugly color green belt. It was like a greenish blue. Yo, it was the ugliest color I have ever seen. Yo, I still cannot forget that belt. I just can't forget that belt. Sorry, Mom. But anyhow, the walls were that color green, right? And it was a mattress on the floor. And I wasn't Chris anymore, okay? I was tied up to this bed with these green walls. And in my Alicia mind, I'm thinking, what the hell is going on? I came over here to find out why I can't trust. Why did my childhood have to be so sexually corrupted? Why did I grow up so early? Those were the things I didn't want to share with you guys, but Spirit told me to don't hold that part back. So I went into there to get clarification of why do I have to live the way I live, why the shit happened to me that happened to me when I was younger by family members. Anyhow, so the room spin, it's green. I'm tied up on this bed that's on the floor. And every feeling that I felt when I was a little girl growing up in my home, from fear to pain to panic to anxiety, shortness of breath, I was afraid, I was anxious, I was nervous, I was confused. I was feeling that. And I was confused into this world as to why I am a man over here feeling the same shit that I'm going into this regression asking for clarification for. Needless to say, I was inside of a little body, 5 years old. I told you guys, remember, me and Melissa, we didn't have children. We wasn't even married. She was just my girlfriend. I did not know this then, but I know this now. She had a niece named Kaylee, or Kelsey, or something with a K. I can't catch the vibration. I don't remember. But every feeling that I felt, everything that my brothers and my cousins did to me and they took me through, I felt that 20 times as Kelsey, right? And in the Alicia mind, I'm thinking, why am I here? Why? What is this? I thought I was Chris. Why am I now Kelsey, whatever? Why am I her? And you guys, I kept trying to get myself loose from these cuffs or chains or whatever the hell it was. And the door opens. The door opens and in walks, guess who, you guys? Chris. In walks me. That scenario and that picture alone just let me know what I did to a child in my last life. You guys, so when I was going into the reincarnation stage, I read up and looked up on everything. I collaborated with some people and just got more knowledge about it. Now, the first 3 times I told you guys before this time, it was just play. I just went in there just to test the waters. But you guys, I wanted to get up right then. My Alicia body was aching. This Alicia soul was hurting, right? Because all of this life for 38 years, I have lived mad at my brothers. I was mad at my cousins. I was even angry with my mother for not protecting me. I couldn't keep a relationship because I could never trust nobody. I was so scared to send my children to school because I couldn't trust nobody. This situation even spilled over into my life with my youngest son who has special needs. I was scared to seek help because of that, what I experienced as a child. So to know that I, not Alicia, but Chris, has done that and caused that pain, because I felt everything. It was way more intense to Kelsey's was than Alicia's was. I was the monster then. I was the deceitful monster, pretty much. So the lady said, okay, now you have to watch you die. You have to watch that whole life play out. You can't just go see parts and picks and parts. You got to see the whole thing through in order to get through what you need to get through. So she's guiding me, right? I wanted to stop there, but my soul kept screaming, finish this, finish this, finish this. I died too soon, you guys, in that last life, and I'm gonna tell you how. Anyways, like I said, there's no words ever spoken over there. You just know. You just know. Whether it's telepathically, you just know. So clearly I end up losing my job, right? Let me pause. I kept, of course, going in and out the house, work, laundry, I don't know. But anyhow, I passed Melissa a few times, and Melissa was still in that same spot with that same smile on her face. Again, Chris never acknowledged her, never noticed her, anything. So bring it back to now. So my face was scrubby. I remember drinking this beer, and I was at a house party, and I just had the feeling that I lost my job. I didn't tell, my pride wouldn't let me tell Melissa. But also Melissa knew what I have done to her niece. You guys, I remember this so vividly. It was a yellow house. It was a party with white little trimmings around the windows, and the rooftop was kind of low. We were partying. I was there with this guy. He was my best friend. So I'm drinking this beer. My ego from the job, I didn't know then, I know now, but my ego from losing a job and from who I thought I was, and maybe the shit that I was even doing to that child, was getting to me because I'm drinking, and I end up starting something, some shit with somebody. And then people are like, yo, you guys, me and the dude, get to argue. And the other people are like, yo, take that outside, get it out of my house. So me and the guy came out, we in the middle of the street now. I took off and I punched him. So he staggered back and up his gun, and pow, he shot me. I felt myself falling back in slow motion as I was on the ground. I seen two people on my right hand side. Look, there were shadows at this point, and it wasn't spiritual. I knew it was the human world, and still in the human form, but I was losing consciousness, and I was losing my life. I was dying. So they appeared to be shadows standing over me, two on my right and one on my left. It was kind of cold that night. Again, the Alicia wanted to run, but the spirit had to stay. I jolted back. I pulled myself back. The Alicia, the lady was like, no, 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 no. Go say goodbye to him. You have to tell him goodbye. All of the anger, hurt, pain that I felt over here in this world for 38 years. So let me give you guys this description real quick. When I say I pulled back, picture the ground, and I was like the spirit, my spirit hovering over my body. So when I say I pulled back, that's how I pulled back, right? So when I was directed to go back down there and to complete this to the end, to get comfort and shit for myself, I flew back down and I hovered over my body. By this time, the ambulance had a gurney out, and they just put it, you know how they push it in the ambulance and the legs go underneath the gurney. By the time the legs went underneath the gurney, I was like this close to him, me I wanted to yell, like I wanted to yell at my brothers and fight and be so mad like I wanted to with my cousins and my mother. But when I got that close to me, all I could do was grab my face, kiss me, and I pushed away. And with that, I closed out that that life. I completed that karma over there. Because I tell you guys, a lot of times we hear the saying, well, you don't know where you're going unless you know where you're coming from. And a lot of times we all, as humans do, think they're talking about the immediate 38 years I've been living or just this lifetime. No, you have to do the work. You have to do the work. And it's not for nobody else but you. It's not on nobody else but you. You have to do the work to tap into your energies, to tap into your powers, to know who you are. There are so many people out here that is hurting, that is depressed, that is stressed. And all they need is a parent to go back and visit them when they're 4 years old and give them a hug. Or a 12-year-old girl that's sitting in a closet hurting because of some crazy shit that happened to her. All she be wanting is her mother to go back and hold her. And sometimes we stop at life and we don't grow any further than that. So it's our job to spiritually be inclined and aware of our presence with ourselves, and to know that there are different aspects of ourselves and that we can travel those etheric realms and alleys to get to ourselves. So in a lot of ways, guys, and I'm going to hurry up and end this live. So in a lot of ways, you guys, like I said, there was a lot of things I didn't know. I only went in with intentions for a few things, but there was so much more that I've learned. How Chris treated his family over there. When I'm in work mode, I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I'd come in, I won't say hi to my kids. They're grown, but they still wanted acknowledgement, just like Melissa did. I was so angry and had so much hatred built up internally from my mother that every time I seen her, my energy was so off. But she would have that same smile that Melissa did. And it's not even a smile of, I'm glad to see you. It was one of those smiles like, okay, is it okay to move? Is it safe to, do I have to walk on this eggshell? Are you going to be, you guys? And I've learned that about myself. And I've learned how I came up to my family, or lack thereof. I changed, man. I changed. Because there's no way I can know the information that I just gathered from the etheric realm and not be a different Alicia and not be a different person. So you guys, yeah, I just wanted to share that. I am so thankful for the followers that I have, and I'm going to do my best to keep uploading. But I have been going through some things, good things, everything's good. I have been going through some amazing changes. I have been learning life, me. I have been studying so that I can present and teach, and we can share with each other, right? So yeah, guys, I love you guys so much. And thank you for letting me and allowing me to share this story with you. Like, thank you, because I honestly knew it was for somebody. I couldn't have that information for myself. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just mine to hold on to. Just like pain, you guys. Pain is not just ours. Your pain doesn't just belong to you. Hence why we can watch a TV show and a woman can be sitting there. It don't even have to be TV, personally. And someone can tell you their story and you literally feel it. So much so you are in tears. You're ready to go get the person that hurt that person. And that alone, guys, is proof that your pain is not even yours. Your thoughts don't belong to you. We all have access to that same pain and that same thought. So yeah, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please hit that like button, follow, subscribe, share this video. And thank you, guys. I might upload tonight. I might upload a reading tonight. I feel so good. But I thank you guys, and I love you so much. Thank you.